We are back at Stegman Coliseum for the second rotation. Here's Lauren Brzostowski from Auburn on the vault.
She's Yurchenko full and actually had a pretty good landing, but her chest was low, didn't get real pop off the horse, so it's a little reflective in her score, and we saw a little bit of a leg separation coming off the horse.
Not a great score as far as being the leadoff vaulter. Back over to bars, Marcia Newby coming off her 9-9 on the vault.
Nice first handstand, a Shaposhnikova to an overshoot. And now she'll go back up to the high bar for her second combination move of the routine. Stalled her to a big reverse hecht. Actually heard Coach Jay Clark in the warm-ups telling her to throw that hecht and make it as big as she could. And her dismount, a big double layout and a very small step, but another fantastic routine for Marcia.
Take another look here at the dismount. A 9.85 for Marcia.
You can just see how she really wanted that stick.
Here's Alison Sandusky.
Alison does Yurchenko Arabian. A little different from some of the girls that we saw at Georgia. She actually hits the layout position first and does the half at the end, where some of the other girls on Georgia's team twist right off the horse. But either way, it's the same vault and a little hop on the landing.
A 9.8 for Alison. We talked about new faces at the beginning. Catherine Ding for Georgia on the uneven bars.
Kat starts with a handstand, giant full to a reverse hecht. Next handstand is all the way up. That's a packed salto to the low bar. And a pirouette, a little bit crooked. Back up to the high bar. All she has left is her dismount. Her handstand was all the way up. Two giants to a double layout and a very small step. A great routine for the freshman.
I'm sure a few nerves before she jumped onto those bars.
You know, like we said, the people are only doing 1 or 2 events, and I mean, that's a great score for her first bar routine.
A 9.85. Back over to the Tigers, Krissy Voss.
She's a Yurchenko Arabian as well. She got a lot of height off the horse, but just didn't look like she was quite ready for that landing. Had a little bit of stiff legs, had to take the step forward.
A 9.8 for Krissy Voss. Lauren Sessler.
Lauren starts with a hecht mount. First handstand went over just a little bit and had to pull it back. Giant full to a reverse hecht. Pirouette to an overshoot, a little bit short.
You always point out it's so important that you complete the handstand
It is.
in this rotation.
Her last handstand was not all the way up, so that's going to be a little bit of deduction, but a big double layout and a stuck landing. So, you know when you're competing, you know when you don't hit your handstand. And so the next thing she thought of, I'm sure, was I have to stick my dismount.
She did. We've seen a lot of 9.8s in this rotation. AJ Mills looking for a better score than that on the vault.
Yurchenko full with a hop step backwards. Not a lot of height, but she did get the distance from the horse. So, again, probably not one of the highest scores that she can have, knowing that she is ranked 3rd in the nation right now in the all-around.
Here's a young lady capable of big scores, Grace Taylor.
Grace starts with a kip hop to a front stalder and actually struggled a little bit to get to the handstand, but pulled it out to an overshoot, stalled her handstand, stalled her uphill. And that was her Comaneci flip, what she's known for here. Not very many athletes do that anymore. Her last handstand was all the way up. And she also does a huge double layout dismount and unfortunately has to take the big step back. But as far as composition goes, her bar routine was absolutely gorgeous.
Here's another look at that step, which I'm sure cost her in this 9.8 score.
They could have taken anywhere from 1 to 1.5 tenths just on that step.
Back over to Lindsey Puckett.
Lindsey does another Yurchenko full and a small hop backwards. One of the better vaults that I've seen from Auburn tonight. She's a very powerful gymnast.
9.875, one of Auburn's best all-arounders. She's ranked 9th in the country right now. And here is Courtney Kupets, whom we know can score a 10 on this event.
Handstand all the way up, toe shoot Shaposhnikova to an overshoot handstand, immediate uphill. That is her first combination of elements. Then she does a giant hop full to a reverse hecht. This routine is just packed with difficulty. The last handstands all the way up, 2 giants to a double layout, and a very small step on the landing. So again, like I said, it's a gorgeous bar routine, but Courtney Kupets, everybody expects her to stick her dismount. So when she takes these steps,
still a pretty nice score.
Pretty decent score.
9.975, I'll take it. Georgia's looking very good tonight. 98.4 when we come back.